A very good o'clock, dear students. Here I am Nikita ma'am, your geography teacher. Students, today we are going to continue our discussion over chapter 16, that is effects of pollution. Yesterday we discussed about some harmful effects of air pollution, and let us today see what are the effects of water pollution, that is another very severe problem of humankind nowadays. So the quality of water is a major concern for many countries in the world because the problem of water contamination is increasing on a large scale, and lot number of people are deprived of clean drinking water facilities, uh, which is causing serious illnesses and diseases to people and animal as well as plants. So what are the effects of polluted drinking water on man? So man is foremost victim of polluted water. In fact, it is the man who is responsible for it too. But pollution of water spreads some diseases which are very fatal, like cholera, diarrhea, hepatitis, polio, typhoid, and dysentery. Okay, so these diseases are caused by microorganisms and parasites which are brought by the sewage or any other form of polluted water. These are very common, can be seen in Indian households where there is lack of sanitation, where the mosquitoes develop in a polluted water and cause many diseases. Most of waterborne diseases, especially cholera, it results in massive depletion of water, okay, and it lead to death in several cases, in severe cases, right? Another waterborne disease is guinea worm, which is common in India. So it's a disease caused by a parasite. Okay, it's a disease caused by a parasite. Every year, more than 18 lakh people suffer from this disease. Okay, and there's some other diseases too, which are caused due to which are caused due to polluted water. So, in some areas, water is polluted with chemicals. Such water also spreads several diseases like nephritis, foot drop, wrist drop, etc. And the algae, which develops over water. You can see in the picture, it's a green kind of algae. Okay, green algae that develops very easily over water. It changes the odor and taste of water and causes gastroenteritis. Okay, it's a kind of stomach infection. Okay, it's a kind of stomach infection. So it is also caused by algae. It is also very harmful for the brain and skin and capable of producing cirrhosis in liver. It can cause liver failure too, right? And even many developed countries, the problem of polluted water can be seen after many steps have been taken. Now let us see what are the effects of oil spill over water, right? So oil spill is the worst kind of water pollution. Oil spill take place in the case of accidents of ships, sinking of oil tanker, leaking of pipelines. Okay, when the ships are carrying the crude oil, carrying the petroleum, it can leak through them. The underwater pipelines may damage, and the oil can also spill through them. So nowadays, offshore drilling is also a major cause of oil spill sometimes. Okay, offshore drilling mainly by tankers and pipelines, the oil leakage happens. It involves the environmental risk. Okay, so what are the notable effects of oil spill? See, it affects the marine life very badly because oil spill has a problem that oil can neither be mixed and nor be removed from the water. Okay, it can be treated with chemicals, but those chemicals are equally harmful for marine life, right? So there is no permanent solution to this problem which is not harmful, right? It immediately spreads over the surface of water and blocks the sunlight. Okay, and it also reduces the amount of oxygen because it forms a layer over the water, right? So animals breathe in lack of oxygen and it can cause death. It can also stick to the gills of the fish and other marine organisms which are poisoned by the coating of oil, and it leads to suffocation for them. Feathers of sea animals are also coated with oil, which now they face difficulty in flying. Okay, the spilled oil also contain polychlorinated biphenyl PCB, which is very harmful to sea animals. Now, what are the other effects of water pollution? See, adding of dyes by the textile industries. As we saw the sources of pollution, and we saw that many industries release harmful chemicals in the water, especially the textile industries, which release the harmful dyes, residues of dyes in the water, which disturbs the aesthetics of water. Okay, and not the dyes are so harmful as the detergents are. Okay, detergents are very harmful as they make foam in water, and that forms air bubbles on water surface. Presence of phenol and chlorine changes the taste of water. The pollutant reduce the transparency of water, and some pollutants also reduce the soil fertility when they are provided to the fields in forms of irrigation, right? Let us see this process called eutrophication. This is the process by which a body of water acquires a high concentration of nutrients, especially phosphates and nitrates. Eutrophication is the process in which a water body gets mixed with lots of nutrients, especially the phosphates and nitrates, and these typically promote excessive growth of algae. As you can see in the picture, algae is grown in a large amount over the water surface. As these algae die and decompose, high level of organic matter and the decomposing organisms deplete the water of available oxygen, causing the death of other organisms such as fish. Okay, when these algae die, they decompose and organic matter is mixed with water, which depletes the water, and oxygen available also decreases, causing death of many animals. Okay, this is the process of eutrophication, which is development of algae over the water. Now let us see what are some effects of soil pollution. So it refers to building up of toxic chemical compounds, salts and radioactive materials and diseases causing organism, that is pathogens. Okay, a layer of toxic chemical compounds is built up over the soil, then it is known as soil pollution. During the course of farming, the soil is treated with various fertilizers, right? We add nowadays many chemical due to commercial purpose farming. Pesticides, insecticides, fungicides, these disturb the natural processes taking place in the soil, and the fertility of soil is also reduced. As I told you in the class while studying the sources of pollution, that when we use fertilizers very often, so every time we have to use more dose of fertilizer as the natural fertility of the soil is depleted totally, right? So application of fertilizer bring chemical changes in the soil, which disturbs the life in soil. We also studied that some chemicals which are considered as beneficial, like lime is generally considered beneficial, but its application too much can turn the soil alkaline. It can change the nature of soil. Okay, and it's likely to depress the much needed biological processes. Okay, if the soil becomes alkaline, too much alkaline, then it can lose its ability for nitrogen fixation, that is nitrification, and also for decomposition of organic matter, which is very important for the soil. Okay, so these are some effects of soil pollution. And also the use of insecticides and pesticides no doubt kills the unwanted pest, but it also kills the useful germs that are present in the soil, the useful microorganisms which help in nitrogen fixation. Okay, which help in maintaining the fertility of the soil. Okay, so these insecticides also remain active for number of years, and they can be transferred in the human body because they are absorbed by the soil, by the plants, and when we eat them they are transferred to our body. That can cause many diseases. This is called biomagnification. Now let us see in detail what is biomagnification. It is the accumulation of substance upward in food chain. It means it is the transfer of a substance upward in food chain. See, plants are producers in the food chain and we are consumers. Okay, we consume the plants. It means the substance is coming from one level of food chain to another level. Okay, it's getting accumulated. So it happens by the way of transfer of residues. How it happens? By the transfer of residues, and these are substances in smaller organisms that are eaten by large organisms. Plants are smaller organisms, or maybe some animals meat which we eat, and they can be present in the plants when the animals eat them, and when human eat them, these can be transferred through them into human body. For example, DDT, it's sprayed on plant and is consumed by microorganisms and insect. Okay, and then these insects are eaten by animals of next order, which get, so DDT get transferred into those animals, right? Moreover, DDT was once considered as effective insecticide, but after some years what happened, that the many insect including mosquito became tolerant to their use, means it had no effect on them now. Okay, they became tolerant to their use. Okay, they can bear up their use of DDT, so it was discontinued. Salinization is another effect of soil pollution, which is caused by faulty irrigation method. What do you mean by salinization? It is the deposition of a layer of salt over the soil. Okay, soils on the top of the soil, which makes it infertile. So faulty methods of cultivation lead to lateralization, and soil leads toward desertification due to lack of humus. Okay, it can be caused by excessive irrigation, that the layer of soil is deposited over the layer of salt is deposited over the soil, and it can be seen prominently in many areas of Punjab and Haryana, which have become infertile due to salinization. Okay, that's all about the discussion in today's video. I'll continue in the next video. Thank you.